So this month's slow stitching project is some hearts, and these can be made into card toppers or hanging ornaments or banners or even tags, and great in time for Valentine's Day or just to give to somebody to show them that you love them. And I'm using some felt because it's nice and easy to work with. I'm also using this sulky sticky Fabri-Solvi water soluble stabilizer, and that's enabling me to get my design onto the felt so it's nice and easy to stitch over. Now, I'm not brilliant at embroidery, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing all these lovely slow stitched projects throughout the year, and I'm just using a few very basic embroidery stitches. This one here is satin stitch. I've also used straight stitch, back stitch, and chain stitch and fly stitch as well. Fly stitch I wasn't so good at, I need a bit of practice with that. This is a chain stitch, and when you do them individually you can see that you can make these gorgeous little daisy petals, and I thought that worked out really well. Now, to put the design onto the Fabri-Solvi, I actually used a normal pen, and that was a big mistake. Normally I use an erasable pen, but I didn't have one to hand because my daughter had nicked them all for her homework. So I used a regular pen, and when I washed it out, actually there was some bleed of the ink into the embroidery floss that I used. Now, when you're washing away the Fabri-Solvi, it's really easy to do. I just do it under running water, slightly warm running water, and also this had the added advantage of making the felt shrink slightly, which made it look a little bit more rustic, and that was the look that I was after with this project. Now, because I'm making these into padded hearts, because I'm going to make them into a little garland, I had to shrink both the front and the back. I didn't embroider on the back though, but I did make sure that I just popped those under running water as well, just to shrink them so they're the same size. Now, I did add a little bit of bling to them, just to the centre of those little daisies and also onto the little foliage stitching that I did, and I just used some little Swarovski crystals for those. And then I did a straight stitch all the way around the edge, just leaving a little bit of a gap, and that gave me the space to just add a little bit of stuffing inside the hearts, and that just made them nice and padded. But of course, as well as putting filling into them, you could easily use something like, I don't know, like lavender or some scented perhaps beads or something like that. I remember when I was younger I used to have these little ballet slippers, and they had little wax pearls in them, and they had this gorgeous smell of rose. I think they were from Avon. I absolutely adored them, and I had them hanging in my wardrobe for years. So of course you can make them scented as well. Or don't sew around them at all and just keep them as little tags, or use them as card toppers. But they do make absolutely gorgeous gifts, and my little padded ones are going to be strung together and hung onto a little cabinet. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing this, and if you have, do give me a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!